Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of Burundi. This is going to be the final episode. I did kind of have a recording issue where I ended up basically not recording my processing of the Burundi suing for peace with the United States of Europe, so I messed that up. So I kind of cut like what this gameplay footage is just right after that, and I'm not even gonna show the whole thing. It's just gonna be in the background effectively for the audio. So if you're not interested in knowing what happened, kind of as a summary and kind of my thoughts, we'll end it here. Wait for the recap video. Definitely appreciate y'all watching. Um, Thanks again. Hope everyone enjoyed it, regardless of any like audio editing quality issues kind of thing. Like trying to get better. First time trying all this, working on it. But no, all the support's been appreciated, and all the criticisms and interaction definitely needed that. Kind of gave me a direction to go with these. So yeah. Thanks again. Now to the topic at hand. So if you've noticed, sued for a peace, everything's back to status quo before the war with the United States of Europe. If I was going to play this through and actually beat out Europe, or attempt to, I would have to take Australia, the United States, probably Brazil, and maybe some of their maybe like Chile, just for resources that I'm missing, like tech metals, more light metals and everything. So those would be like some key targets that I would have to grab. And then on top of that, I would have to just absolutely start crushing it on factories and just wasting resources and time on that. Not very interesting, I wouldn't think. Maybe if people want to watch that, you comment. Kind of the recovery. I again won't have the footage of me getting to the peaceful state from the war state we were in after we lost Kuwait. Yeah. So that's why I'm kind of like I'm torn on what to do here. So I'm just probably gonna clip it, summarize it, make a total recap for people that are just coming in. If kind of lighter mood, right? Make it funny, kind of sad story, like a little more emotional. I'm gonna actually make it like an experience. I don't know how long that video will be, considering everything that happened. But I was gonna try and like compress it into one video or maybe a short series. I don't know. It just depends what I can reduce it to as far as key moments in this whole playthrough, and it's been an experience on this playthrough. Like some crazy things happen. It also kind of like I learned kind of what I need to do on the back end a little bit for footage that I wasn't grabbing, like things like that I don't really want to get in the playthrough videos. So like that just key points in the save like every 5 or 10 years, right? Like load up the ledger or something and just look where we're at, just or the map, the global map, and look at factions or something just to see the progress of the map over time. Just little things like that. But yeah, no, I don't really think it's gonna be that interesting. Again, comment if you want to see that. If there's a certain amount, I might spend the time to do it. I might not. I don't know. I'm kind of leery on doing that. It would be my estimate of how long it would take me to get caught up to Europe and jets and fighters would be like 15 years. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen because I'd have to take the resources from these other countries. Who knows how those wars go, and also keep up expansion to a point where I'm at least competitive with their like land area. It's just like an outrageous with how much territory they have. Like I'd have to probably like subvert Europe from inside, cause a civil war or something to even have a shot. And that's not to mention America might lose their war soon. So that's why I'm kind of done. I'm wrapping up the playthrough. I just don't think I can do it in a timely manner. I lost the initiative, honestly, early on, and the point at which we took the territory from Egypt. If I had I think if I had my research where it should have been, and I hadn't screwed up the satellites progression, um, I think we would have been able to actually save China and India. Maybe not India, if I remember right, but definitely would have made an effort to save China because China did have Siberia at that time, so they had all the like resources that provided, and they were holding their own fairly well. So I think we could have involved ourselves in that war, even though we wouldn't have been in Europe, and we would have been very susceptible to naval invasion. But I would assume we would have been able to at least hold them off. Um, I I don't know that I'll actually get a better view of that when I'm working on the recap video because hopefully I'll be able to see what was happening in the Pacific as far as like Indonesia and all those like the rubber resources. But that's kind of my thought, game plan, what would happen, kind of where I messed up majorly. Um, yeah, if you're hopping in on this episode, sorry, not a very interesting one. You'll probably want to jump in on the recap. If you like the recap, go ahead and watch the series at that point. The audio quality isn't probably the greatest. Mute it, put on subtitles. I don't know. Um, if you want to know what happened, that's definitely going to be your best bet for watching as far as like gameplay because it's all there. Um, but yep, no, it's definitely been fun. Appreciate everyone's time. I hope it was interesting and y'all loved it as much as I did. So, um, the Great Burundi Empire, everyone. Y'all have a good one for the next series. It is.